All right, just put on the new prop. I've got a 2072 Tracker Sportsman bow fishing model. Boat with the 115 command thrust on it is supposed to come with the 4-blade Spitfire. That's this one. When I ordered the boat, they said it had the command thrust and showed up and it didn't. So they ended up pulling the motor off of a normal center console 2072. And the difference is this bow fishing model actually comes with the 4-blade Spitfire, and the regular model came with a 3-blade. Went to Kentucky, shooting some silvers, tore the prop all to hell, hit something. Decided, well, heck, I'm going to have to buy a new prop. So I went to Bass Pro Shop and went to get one, and they said, well, your boat takes a 4-blade Spitfire. And I said, no, I said it came with a 3-blade. Well, after all was said and done, they realized what they did, and they actually warranted it. So I got this Spitfire for free. But I was going across the lake the other night and hit something, submerged log. You can see how this ear's bent over right there. Luckily for me, I got a buddy in the boating business who's going to fix this for me. But one thing I noticed when I put this on right away was how thick that blade is right there on that trailing edge. And this is the Spitfire. And there's a good bit of difference there. So I'm wondering how that's going to affect performance and durability. We'll see. But with the Spitfire, the original 3-blade, I was hitting just under 40 miles an hour. I could tag 40 every once in a while with a load of people and gear in it. When I put this on there, I did lose top end, but it was only about a mile per hour. I would hit 38 something. I was usually 39 something with the 3-blade, occasionally bump 40. So maybe just a little over a mile per hour. But what I did gain with the 4-blade was way more maneuverability. With the 3-blade, as I would go in some big curves or something or turn the boat, it would just push and slide across. The 4-blade gripped, it would turn. I mean, it did not slide or push me any. So maneuverability was a lot more improved, both low speed and high speed. Loading on the trailer made it a whole lot easier with that. So you're seeing that I went from a 1419 to a 1419 4-blade, just different companies. This one's got a little more cup to it. I want to see what kind of performance it does, whether it gives me a little more maneuverability than the 4-blade did, or whether it gives me a little bit more speed, because Turning Point touts themselves as the fastest props on the water. We'll see if it gives me my 3-blade speed tonight, if I can hit 40 miles an hour. Now, this is what's cool. You know, this is my first 4-stroke engine on a boat. I'm old school. I've always had, you know, old Mercuries, Black Maxes, and 500s and stuff like that. And so, you know, when you had a prop, the prop actually fit on there. You didn't have this on the inside. Your splines were actually in the prop. So if you hit something, it stripped the splines out, or it stripped out the prop or the lower unit. But now they have these hub systems like this right here. Luckily for me, neither one of the ones that I have are messed up. I had one with the original 3-blade, and then one came with that 4-blade right there with the Spitfire. So I've got two. I've got a spare. I'm going to wrap a zip tie around this, put it in the boat. So when I bought this one, it was only $80 for the prop, because I already had the hub kit, because the hub kit's separate. It's like $50. So still, even with buying the hub kit, this prop right here is cheaper than, I think that one retailed for $225 aluminum Spitfire. And this Turning Point, I think it's like right at $150, I think, if you find it with the prop kit, with the hub kit. So we'll see. Like I said, see if it changed any of my performance. It's a lot cheaper to buy this $80 prop than it is to buy or to have your lower unit fixed. So, you know, we may stick with aluminum. I'd like to go with stainless, just because the stuff that's tearing my props up are things that the stainless would just bounce right over and not give it a second thought. If I was running in a lot of rocks or running real shallow and tearing it up, then I would probably say I need to stick with aluminum, so that I mess the prop up as opposed to lower unit. But with me just catching things floating in the water, I'm thinking that the stainless would probably help me. And if this system works the way it's supposed to, you know, these splines right here will strip this out before it does any damage to the lower unit. But all right, all y'all out there bow fishing, stay safe and good luck. And we'll post up under the comments on how well this thing does tonight. Again, that's a Turning Point Hustler 4-blade versus my Spitfire 4-blade. Both of them 14, 19.